Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Hidden here, and welcome back. I don't really know why I'm making this video. Well, I do because it's something that's very important to me and honestly to all the YouTube community. But, typically I don't record past 4 or 5 o'clock. So, I'm just sitting here having an after work beer, and I'm looking and I'm seeing on Twitter, and I've seen a few YouTube videos about YouTube's new verification system, this new ID verification system. It's going to be ran by AI, and I just wanted to talk about that a little bit and just give you guys my opinion on it. A small YouTuber, but I still have an opinion, just like, PewDiePie. Our opinions are the same. So, for those who don't know, YouTube has recently announced that it's going to be rolling out a new feature. It's going to be like an ID verification system, and it's going to use AI for age estimation. And supposedly it's going to be enacted like next week, I think, according to Reddit post. And it's supposed to limit content and options for those its AI algorithm determines are under 18. So this is how it started. Right quick, I just wanted to, editor's note right quick, that I'm pretty sure all this started from the whole collective shout movement about the Steam games and stuff, and then the payment processors, and I'm pretty sure it's like a domino effect from that. So I believe that's where it truly started. Maybe it's not, and there's probably you could trace it back to when people first started banging rocks together is when it all started, right? So anyways, back to the video. So this all started back in October of 2023, whenever the Online Safety Act got officially passed as law by someone in the Royal Parliament, whoever that is. Pretty much it took them a while to get all the systems in place and things like that, and so that's why right now it is I'm pretty sure it's in full control and in full swing in the UK. And pretty much the platforms are expected to take action such as carrying out age checks to stop children seeing illegal and harmful material. Services face large fines if they fail to comply with the UK's sweeping online safety rules. Now these rules include sewer slide, self-harm, eating disorders, and corn. So that's pretty much what they're targeting. So failure to comply could result in businesses being fined £18 million or 10% of their global revenues, whichever is higher, or their executives are being jailed. They're going to go to jail for not doing a job that a parent should do. I absolutely believe that there is no way the government should be putting their little dirty hands into anybody's online business, okay? I truthfully believe that if you are a parent, it is your responsibility to monitor what's going on in your kid's life, Like, I get that being a modern parent is really hard, and of course I'm not one, but I know a few people who are, and they really don't face these kind of problems because they monitor their kids' stuff. They're not stupid people, Anyways, in very serious cases, Ofcom says it can apply for a court order to prevent the site or app from being available in the UK. So basically what this means is they can enforce a vaguely worded law. Kind of similar to the whole HB 445 bill in Alabama, where it's just so vaguely labeled about THCA and, all that sort of stuff. It's absolute government overreach, if you ask me. Absolute. And so y'all might ask, what does this have to do with the U.S.? Well, typically, when a successful law gets passed in one part of the world and proven to work, most other places that are facing similar type of issues are probably going to follow suit because they're seeing that, oh, hey, the law is working in this part of the world that it's pretty similar to us, and we're having similar issues. Why don't we try something similar? So now, this has sparked some massive upheaval within the YouTube and online community, and for good reason. The government wants to slowly restrict the things we can see, watch, do, etc. See, like, I have never used the internet for malicious purposes, and quite frankly, I don't understand those who do. It's the one place where we as humans can go and be around other people who understand us and relate to us, and we're comfortable because we have the same things in common. You know, it's like playing your favorite game with your best friend. It's just like one of those feelings you really can't replicate. And I don't think it's somewhere where you can post illegal images or do illegal activity. So I don't think that the issue lies with the internet. Instead, it would rely mostly on the parents. Now, personally, I can attest to this, and I was given mostly unrestricted access to the internet when I was a kid. It really was not that long before I discovered what corn was. And by the time my parents found out, it was too late. It was already embedded in my brain. Like, I already knew what boobies were, and it was it was just one of those things, right? So, you know, I was punished, and I went without internet access for a while. But it's just one of those things that you kind of couldn't control back in 2010, you know, when I was like, 8 years old? So, does that mean my parents are horrible? Hell no. No, not at all. See, they are the greatest to ever live. Sorry to y'all's parents. I'm sure they're wonderful, but, you know, in my head, mine are the goats, right? Like in y'all's heads, and yeah, whatever. So, truthfully, I think that this means that they are not educated on the internet too well, because I want you guys to know that for my age, I am 22 years old. I'll be 23 in a few months. My parents are pretty old. My dad, let's just say he'll be 70 in not that long. It's definitely something I hate, but you know, they're older. They're a little bit older than most people, parents my age, because most people typically have kids around in their 20s. So I just wanted to point that out. So I don't want to see any type of nasty negative comments down there about, like, regarding my parents. I would really appreciate that. If they're going to be nasty, you can point them right at me. But anyways, I think that the issue lies with, like, people, or rather parents, not, like, either understanding the internet too well, or they're just not, like, caring enough to monitor it. I'm not sure, because, like YouTube, of all places, it's really funny that they want to roll out this type of feature, because they're the ones that were really, really scrutinized for the whole ElsaGate. There are literally 3 separate instances. There was ElsaGate, ElsaGate 2, and then there was a third one that was pretty recent. Like, you can't make this up. And it's like, there is still harmful content on the YouTube Kids platform, yet they want to roll out this bullshit to where you have to show your ID so you can prove that you're your age. Are you kidding me? Or your credit card? That's crazy, man. So now, going on to X, the page Dextero, they posted, YouTube will use the AI to estimate users' age based on behavior and account data. And YouTube is rolling out AI in the US to detect if users are actually under 18. It ignores the stated age and applies restrictions to users it suspects are teens. Based on behavior and account data, I just want to go back to that, right? So, okay, so you're telling me, right? I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all something. I actually don't give a fuck, okay? I am a 22-year-old man. And you know what one of my simple pleasures are in my life? Fucking sitting here, no internet, just literally peaceful ass piano music playing, and I build fucking Legos. I literally build Legos, and I just chill. Like, I could be going out doing all sorts of crazy things, being this fucking creep, being this awful person, you know, doing this, doing that, but no, I sit my ass at home, and, you know, I smoke, and, you know, after work, sometimes, yeah, I do drink, but I don't really do anything that bad, and I do not understand why I would have to show my ID, because I like to look up videos that are like, oh, hey, you have this one set, you can turn this into an alternate build, or videos that are like, what are the top 10 best Lego sets of all time? It's like videos like that are those videos where it's just like late night, I'm eating some food, you know, I'm feeling good, and you just watch it because it just piques your interest. It's like, you know, that little kid in you, you know? And before anybody gets the wrong idea, no, I don't scalp and I don't resell. Like, it's the plan with this is I want to rebuild the OG childhood collection and then one day pass it off to my kids, because when I was a kid, you know, I had to do growing up and give my entire valuable ass Lego collection away to somebody in the family, and I later learned that that person went on to just sell my shit. So yeah. This next tweet comes in from Disclose TV, and they say, just in, YouTube will begin using AI to monitor user behavior and psychology to determine whether viewers in the US are over or under the age of 18. How about you just get the YouTube execs and just bet money? Yeah, what's the over under? You know, like at this point, like you're really just doing some stupid shit just to really take away people's privacy. I don't want to upload my ID on the internet. You know, there was literally an event that happened like 4 or 5 days ago where this man-hating app called Tea Time or whatever the fuck it was called, it got hacked, and you had to upload your ID on there, and pretty much, yeah, all those people, they now have little blue pens over their houses on a certain map on a website somewhere. It's just crazy to me. And yeah, okay, I get that the government will track they already have my location and this and that, but I don't want random weirdos on the internet that might just want to cause harm to me because of, you know, the color of my skin, the games I play, anything that could possibly ever happen, okay? And I just want to say, like, by the way, I'm a white guy, but y'all can't tell me that it doesn't exist for us too and for other people. Like, you know, that stuff goes round, you know? So anyways, Disclose TV posted this picture, and this picture, it looks like it's from some sort of website. I can't really tell because it's just like a zoomed in screenshot, but it says, here's how it works. We will use AI to interpret a variety of signals that help us determine whether a user is over or under 18. These signals include the types of videos a user is searching for, the categories of videos they have watched, and the longevity of the account. So when the system identifies a teen user, we'll automatically apply our age-appropriate experiences and protections, including disabling personalized ads, turning on digital well-being tools, whatever that means, adding safeguards to recommendations, including limiting repetitive views of some kinds of content. Limiting repetitive views of some kinds of content. So let me get this straight, right? If I want to sit here and just listen to a sad piano song for 3 hours, and the track's only 30 minutes, and so I have to, you know, replay the video every 30 minutes. You're telling me after a certain amount of time it's gonna stop that because apparently that might make me, you know, self-harm or whatever? Like, okay, that might be way too extreme of an example, but my point is it's so vague and it's being done with AI that it could easily be something as stupid and as small as that. Genuinely, and it really could be. So continuing on, it says, if the system incorrectly estimates a user to be under 18, they will have the option to verify that they are 18 or over, such as using a credit card or a government ID. We will only allow users who have been inferred or verified as over 18 to view age-restricted content that may be inappropriate for younger users. So some of y'all's favorite videos and channels you may not be able to watch it if you're, I guess, not old enough or whatever. And you know, it's really sad, in my opinion. I think it's really sad that we've come to a point that it's reached this, like, literally. Like, I just want to say, like, it's just a shame for today's kids. Like, I don't mean that protecting them from, you know, SA is bad, because that is a very, very good thing. However, when you go about it in such a like dystopian type way, where I'm forced to show a website that can be easily hacked, my personal information, I can actually understand the whole like, you know, P-Hub one, because that's adult material. I get it. But you can't sit here and say show your ID to watch funny cat videos. Like that, in my opinion, that's some Soviet shit. That's actually some Soviet shit. And so, like politics and biases aside, this is one of the worst things that could happen to the internet in general. This will give governments more power to restrict videos that they could one day deem harmful to the country or to some sort of agenda that they're trying to push onto the people. You know, I really genuinely hate it, man. Like today's kids are like, they're pretty much raised, a lot of them, exclusively on technology. And they get to a certain age and they've been raised on it, and now it's just being ruined for them in ways to where they're not even gonna be able to watch certain things. And I can understand genuinely bad things, and I guess at the end of the day it comes down to how it's actually implemented. But like, I genuinely think that this is just way too much for YouTube to be doing. I think nobody should have this type of power to just ask for identification to use a service. Like, on the internet at least. Like, I can understand going out to a bar or something like that because that's an adult activity. Or maybe for a corn website. I also understand that too. But for YouTube, like YouTube, where you're telling me that like when you actually try to use YouTube Kids, that there's still harmful content that has bad undertones and bad innuendos for kids, you know, like truly disgusting videos. So you're like, it's not like the puzzle pieces ain't connecting in my head. I just don't get it why I just don't get it why this is even a thing. I think that the whole point of the internet is like you can be yourself, but nobody knows every single detail about you unless you publicly post that, right? Or you can be this random burner account that says a bunch of racist things on X or whatever. But at the end of the day, that is the beauty of the internet. No, not racism, or not like things like that. But the beauty of the internet is being anonymous. It's literally being able to look up the things you want to look up, to learn the things you want to learn, watch the videos you want to watch, play the games you want to watch. And like this whole push lately about like taking away things and making the internet more like monetized and more like, oh, how can we literally milk this? Like that one SpongeBob episode with the jellyfish and Mr. Krabs wanting to milk them for their jelly, you know? Like literally that type of like stuff. I mean, to me, the whole, oh, let's kill physical media push, you know, like the Stop Killing Games movement is like an amazing thing. I'm so glad it's happening. That's something that absolutely needs to be done. There's something legally that needs to be done about that. I just think that the pushes lately, it says a lot about what our governments want for us, and it's not really a good thing. And like I said, politics and biases aside, it's just like, I don't want y'all, or really y'all, but I mean, I don't want the government to be trying to squeeze me of every damn dime that I have, you know? Like, I literally live on my own. Like, I'm already broke, pretty much. Like, I definitely don't make any money off of YouTube. I don't have any channel memberships, and, you know, I don't stream or nothing like that. And at the end of the day, it's like one of the last things I ever want to do is ask you guys for money or anything like that, you know? One day in the future, if I'm streaming and I'm actually somebody, well, bigger than I am now, then, yeah, I will probably, like a normal person. But watch me get messed up by a boat. Boom. I got cooked. Anyways, I think that's going to mainly wrap it up for today's video. I'm sorry, it's a very long video. It's a lot of process. It's a lot of words, you know, editing, studying. I say studying, but I mean like looking things up and, you know, researching. That's the word I meant to say. But anyways, let me know what you guys really think down below. I would appreciate if you would like and subscribe to the channel. It genuinely helps me out like a lot. like genuinely. I also heard that they're rolling out some sort of new bogus feature where, you know, it's like there's something called like casual viewers and then reactive viewers, or I can't think of the term, but people that are really dedicated to your channel. You can tell the difference between dedicated viewers and just the regular like casual viewers is what I'm trying to say, and then also the new viewers. And personally, I like the whole like change that I saw within the tab of the YouTube Studio, but if that's the case, then I really do need you guys to like the video. If you like the video, I'm gonna do my best to just try to switch up content and just make it better, spend more time trying to be different and things like that, mainly with the editing and just video ideas. I'm not gonna go do no crazy shit and get put on like August the Ducks channel, or you know. I don't want to become a lolcow, you know. So anyways, oh man, well, I do appreciate the support that I've gotten, you know, throughout my couple of months of doing YouTube. It literally means so much to me to see the views I get on every video I post. So thank you guys again. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you. Like, actually, genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, like, thank you so much. And comment Goose. Comment Goose and do it now. And I will know that you made it to the end of the video. That's that simple, you know? Besides that, that's all I got. So, I love you guys. I hope y'all have a great rest of your night. And, yeah, peace out.